Good morning, Madison Church family. Hope your week is off to a great start. Yesterday, we were in Mark chapter 4 and chapter 5, and we had two stories, and if you gel them both down, basically what happens is Jesus takes very chaotic situations and he turns them into a sense of calm. The first one in Mark chapter 4 is when Jesus and his disciples head across the Sea of Galilee. He's just needing a break, and he's in the boat, and he's asking for them to go across the lake. And as he does, an unbelievable storm hits. In fact, the Bible describes it as sort of like hurricane-type winds, a sea quake. Literally, things are churning inside, wind is rushing through, and the storm was so great that the waves were crashing over the top of the boat. Jesus is sound asleep in the middle of all this, and his disciples say, "Don't you care that we're perishing?" And Jesus raises up and he says, "Peace to the wind and be still to the waves." And just like that, everything is completely calm. He took a very chaotic situation and made it into a peaceful situation. And no sooner had they got onto dry ground than all of a sudden a man from the tombs came running out. Now this was a guy who was completely out of control, demon possessed. And it says that he was so strong that no one could subdue him. They tried to do chains and shackles, but nothing could hold him down. And he screamed all night long. He was your worst nightmare. Well, he comes and he falls down at the feet of Jesus. And Jesus finds out that he's got a legion of demons. And what this means is he's completely consumed with the demon possession. And Jesus takes those demons and sends them out of his body and takes a very chaotic life and brings it back down to a sense of calm. Now, when I think about that story, particularly about this wild man, it made me think about a passage in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27, where it kind of in passing says, "Give no foothold to the devil." The idea there is that we don't want the devil to come inside of us and to influence us and to take residence and to dig his feet in our lives. And the only way that happens is if we step back into darkness. Ephesians 4, in the context, is about taking on this life of Christ and stepping into the light. But when we bring in the darkness, and it's things like anger and dissensions and deceptions and ugly words or stealing or those kinds of things, in that context, all of those things are a way for the devil to have an impact on the way we think. And the Bible's telling us to stay away from that. Don't give the devil an opportunity to do that. And I'm afraid we're all guilty of that sometimes. We have stepped into the light, but we think about things that we want to do that maybe are giving the devil just a little bit of a residence inside our lives. And so the action items, sometimes they're things that we do for other people, or it's kind of external in the sense that we're trying to be a blessing to somebody else. But sometimes our action items are intensely personal. And this one this week it's basically this: identify the devil's footholds in your life. Think about the things that you have in some way or another rationalized or made okay for you to experience or to participate in. Things that you know are not wholesome for you, they're not what a child of God ought to be doing. Identify what those things are that is allowing the devil to have a foothold in your life. And then the next thing is do exactly what the man with the legion of demons did. Lay them down at the feet of Jesus. Get rid of them. Take them out of your life. And know what's going to happen is that the chaos that you're experiencing, the battle that's going on inside of your heart, can quickly be made calm because of the way Jesus works in us to do good things. So I'm asking you this week to do that. Make a commitment to identify what those strongholds are and then get rid of them. And I think you're going to see your life, your disposition, everything change for the better. And you are going to have an impact on all those around you who see what a change has taken place in your life. Now let's go. Have a great week.